This big old box contains one of every mini in the Tomb of Annihilation booster set from 2017. 7 years ago, it has one of each of the regular 56 minis in the set, plus the 10 invisible minis, plus the complete Tombs and Traps case incentive, or premium set as we call them these days, and many thanks to WizKids for sending this to us to review. I've already covered every mini in this set in my full set review 4 years ago, and you can see that in the video up there right now. And I also covered the Tombs and Traps set too way back then. You can see that video up there now. So this is going to be a kind of short video, I think. The only real questions are, 1, are the minis any different from those originals? And 2, is this a good deal? So let's see if I can help you out with that as we take a look at the complete set of Tomb of Annihilation. Today's video is brought to you by Hit Point Press. The deck of many animated 5e reference cards can bring even more magic to your games, and they make fantastic gifts. Get animated spell cards, condition cards, or townsfolk NPCs. You can even get in-game items like the Deck of Illusions and the Deck of Many Things. Enhance your magic today by combining the animated Spellcraft Volume 1 deck from Hit Point Press with our free exclusive custom 5e spells at gallantgoblin.com/spellcraft. Let's compare a few of the old minis and the new minis. The main differences you're going to notice are that the new minis have the nuclear bases. After that, you may need to look closely to see any real differences. For this Aarakocra mini, the wings are a slightly different shade of orange. The wraps are slightly more white on the new version, but I challenge you to see any other differences in the paint jobs when the minis are just sitting on your table. For these Aldani minis, I actually prefer the older ones that seem to have an added dry brush pass on them to give them a little bit more texture. And this is the kind of thing that we're going to see as we go through these. There are a few subtle differences between the old ones and the new ones. Personally, I like some of the changes and I dislike others. We really started noticing better painting techniques from WizKids with the Dragon Heist set, which came out after this one. On the Minsc Boo mini, the paint job on the newer one definitely looks cleaner. Take a look at that face paint and that belt buckle especially. He also has a paler skin tone. Now, are these changes that you are going to notice when the minis are on your table rather than blown up several times their normal size for a video like this? You'll notice some differences here on Dragonbait as well. The belt buckle again is more detailed, but somehow his leg and arm wraps are all but gone on the new mini. But the sword hilt is painted brown on the new mini, where it was all the same gold color on the old one, and the cloak is now darker, so this one is a little bit of a give and take. Now let's take a look at a few of the more prominent pieces of the Tombs and Traps set, starting with the dragon mouth statue. The darker one is the new one. It's really difficult to describe the differences here. I feel like the new paint job is cleaner again, perhaps with more layers of paint, but somehow loses a little bit of the personality of the old one maybe. And here's the portal. The more yellow tinted one is the newer one. These aren't terribly different, but the older one has some additional brown accents, particularly around the base of the arch. And it has some of the old stonework showing through on the top of the arch as well, which seems to be missing on the new one. Finally, I pulled out the fire jet tile for you to see. The newer one has the lighter gray base. In this case too, I prefer the older one, as the fire has some yellow dry brushing on it to make it look more realistic. The differences in these minis are subtle, sometimes very subtle, and there's going to be variation in the paint jobs between one complete set to the next as well, I'm sure. Ultimately, I can't say that there's a clear improvement across the board in these minis compared to the originals. Where there are differences, I like some more than others, but I don't think there's a single mini in this set that I would really care one way or the other which one I used. The old minis and the new, they're all completely fine, and none of them are going to win any Best Mini of the Year awards, though that big green stone juggernaut still might be the single heaviest mini in a booster box yet. Since that original set came out, I've distributed my minis to the wind. All the Yuan Ti minis that are in this old set are packed away with the Yuan Ti minis from every other set in my collection. So it would have taken me a ton of time to pull out every single mini from the set to make a comparison for you, but hopefully this sampling gives you some idea of what to expect. If you do want the minis from this set, your options are rather limited right now. There are a handful of singles from this set available and some single booster boxes, but I'm not seeing many breaks or, God forbid, full cases out there at the moment. I'm not sure how the existence of this complete set is going to affect their decision to reprint the original booster sets, but I can't imagine it makes it any more likely. If you do want this complete set, it'll run you between $260 and $300 currently. I think it'll be shipping out very soon now, within the next few weeks, if it hasn't already. If you do really need a comparison between one of the old minis and a new one, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to post some pictures on our Instagram channel for you. Things are going to be picking up for me over the next couple of months here. In late July, I'm starting a new full-time job to better help pay the bills around here and to help keep all these cats fed. I'll do my best to keep things going here as well as I can, but you may have to be a little patient with me as I transition into that. If you ever want to do us a solid, use our links down below to pick yourself up something nice from our sponsor Hit Point Press, because we wouldn't be doing this at all without them. If you're looking for a really great adventure to run, I highly recommend either Humblewood or Hecna, depending on the vibe you're going for. I'll tell you more about Hecna in a video up here really soon. You can also pick yourself up some cuddly and customizable kobolds over at HeroPlush.com. And you can sign up for our upcoming Kickstarter featuring an all-new kobold, new outfits, new pets, monsters, and dice sets for each kobold. You can see some of them right down here. I'll have that link for you down below as well. You can also find us on social media at one of the sites over here. For now, though, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.